the greatest show ever, man.
Yeah. So he raises the bar. Now I gotta look at certain people that want certain amounts of money, and be like, if that's what I gotta pay you, this is what I expect. And now I could use Verb as an example.
Yeah.
You can use Max out as I'm pairing these two examples.
Fire.
$75, but nah, this is kind of like what we did for you on Max out. It's similar, so that's why. Now you have a comparison. This type of promotion, what you mean? Remember when Verb did that in 2023? That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah. Verb said he might sit for another 9 months because we don't deserve it.
I also heard him even talking about y'all might be retired on y'all.
But he said you got a way of getting him out of retirement.
But yeah, he said ARP, you know what I'm saying? And he said, I keep throwing this ill will thing in my face. Stop throwing this ill will thing in my face. And I'm talking to Ill Will. Ill Will's definitely one of the goats, right?
Verb got Ill Will over here.
He is motherfucker.
He's got Mickey Fax over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mickey Fax told him like you want smoke.
He's got Rosenberg over here. I heard them a little bit.
What about Swamp coming over here?
Swamp DM me. He said y'all want to come over.
Come on now.
Yeah, DM me.
I actually spoke to Swamp, and he actually said it. Unfortunately, the interview I did ended up getting like deleted. I'm so mad. That hurt me so bad. Cause
it was an accident. Okay.
Yeah, like but like I could speak on it because we actually had the conversation on camera and everything. But he said he has no issues. He's not under contract. He can definitely come on RBE, and he's willing to battle on RBE.
Yeah, I was expecting him to actually be at Max Out 3 because we was going back and forth. We exchanged numbers. He said, "Nah, I'm trying to come over there. Like I'm definitely trying to come over to RBE and rap." And then he was like, "Yo, I'm also trying to be in the building too." Oh, I got you. I even hit up Verb. I was like, "Are you and Swap cool?" Yep. And he was like, "Yeah, that's just battle rap shit." I was like, "Nah, I hit Swap too." And Swamp said the same thing. He was like, "Nah, it's just battle rap shit." So I was like, I don't know how. Swamp, if you talk about pulling up, let me make sure you and Verb good. I already put out that public statement. If you got a problem with anybody here, don't come.
Yeah.
Shout out to Swamp, man. That's another one. Verb got a bunch of RBE
Verb
battles.
got a lot of them right now.
Got a bunch of RBE battles I got.
Verb was making the thing happen. Verb could take the brand newest thing and make it the biggest battle.
Verb's the guy that'll force you to start working when you're on vacation. All of a sudden, all the fans is like, "Yo, we need to see this right now. We're willing to pay. Take my money, ARP." I'm like, "What's going on? Go online right now. Verb did this. Put up the pay-per-view link right now. We're buying it." Oh man, now I gotta start making this card again. All right, bet. Let me start getting contracts together and all that shit.
So you saying Mickey Fax?
Yeah, you got that
Swamp,
one.
Ill Will.
Yeah, you got
three potential matchups right now.
Yeah. Oh, and those matchups, not only are they potential on RBE, they're potential anywhere.
Of course.
Anywhere.
Facts.
Any of those matchups can happen.
100%.
So.
Now, moving into the main event, man. You know what I'm saying? So right
it just
now,
won't stop here at this point. Y'all already 10%. What do you want?
Yeah, right. What more? Like, I love this battle. You know, I got to be a part of the first face-off, and you know, I got a dope recap with Hitman at the end. And what I liked about it was the fact that one thing he said was this was one of the first battles I had where I ain't feel like I had to really smack somebody or really feel like it could go left or I really like
they have a lot of respect for each other.
He said this was one of his most like fun. Like he really enjoyed this battle. He said, "Wow, I could really have these type of battles. I don't necessarily have to want to like Arsenal and all of that. I could actually have a classic without having to go to that level."
I think that was great for Holla to be able to show, because you don't want people to think that, oh, you only gotta have a classic face-off, for example, if you and Easy stand up and start arguing, or you and Cassidy really get into a real problem.
Yeah, facts.
You don't want people, or you and Shotgun Suge stand up like Holla is way more of a deeper person than that. Like people just, they don't know him. I mean, they don't know him, and sometimes perception is reality, so I get it. If those are the only face-offs you see, you categorize them like that. And then he has this respectful, entertaining face-off with Ill Will, and all the comments in the damn video saying it's my favorite face-off ever, best face-off ever.
That's how I felt in the building. I'm like, yo, this is like an intellectual, like they really coming at each other in an ill way, like, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even get a chance to see the footage, and I told you outside before we got out of there. I said, yo, I'm not chopping this up. I'm dropping the whole thing because I felt that sitting there.
Yep.
I felt just sitting there. I was just like, nah, I don't need no edits. We don't need to take out no pieces. I don't need to do 1, 2, and 3 part. None of that. The whole thing, boom.
You know the part that got me when we was in the building, the face-off? and I almost lost my mind. And it's ill how it played out. When Ill Will said you Jordan off the Wizards, I was ready to scream, like, as far as, like, you know, in the background. I didn't want to mess up the footage, but I'm like, yo, I just turned around, started going crazy. Cause I'm like, yo, he's really going there with Holla. Like, that's OD. Wizards, he said, you Jordan, now you Jordan. But on the Wizards. I was like, oh, nah. Yeah. Holla didn't say nothing either. Holla just kept looking at him like, what?
Yo, Will definitely dominated that whole segment of the basketball and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's funny because Holla's a baller for real.
Facts.
But Will dominated that piece right there because then Holla was just like, all right, so what if Jordan from the Wizards show up and drop 50? Will's like, I'm drop 56. Drop 56. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I was like, yo, this whole basketball segment, like, Will is in his bag. But even though Will won that piece of that face-off right there, what does Holla do?
Show up with the jersey.
Show up with the jersey.
With the ball heads and bullets.
Slamming the hat on the ground.
What?
That's what I'm saying. You can't make this shit up, man.
And we got one of the most lyrical Holla performances.
Yeah.
He was really like piecing up crazy material.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna show you like a rap.
Even Ill Will, I was on the phone with Will this morning, and I was just like, yo, you got the best Will since maybe the Bill Collector battle. He was like, nah, that was better than the Bill Collector.
Yeah, you got the best Holla, you mean?
Yeah. That's what he got one of those type of hitmans. And I feel like the blue room and the small room element added to it, to the point where, think about it, we was 10 battles in. Can't ask for a card to be going more perfect than it's going. You know what I'm saying? With that 11 battles booked, surprise battles, all this chaos going on, face-offs the night before was classic battles, living up to the hype verb, and A-Awards living up to that, all this, it's like you can't ask for more. Get to the main event, the 11th and the final battle, and one of the mics fucks up.
That's crazy.
It's like, really? We gonna do this now?
Yeah.
I ain't front.
And that crowd got quiet as a
But if we was in Believe Music Hall, we would have had only two options. Number one, Holla. You want a microphone?
Oh my God, the crowd would have booed y'all.
Or B, right? Or B, in between rounds, we gotta take the mics off and on and share a mic.
Fuck up the energy.
Yeah, ruin the energy. Us being in the blue room, but that card being in the small room, saved that situation. Save that situation. And the crowd and the vibe of RBE also. I need y'all to rock with us. Everybody hold us down or whatever. Hold it down for
What did I say though? When we was at the first face-off and you and Avo and them was discussing the mics and everything, you Holla and everything. What did I say? I said, I promise you, Holla, when y'all battle, y'all don't need no mics. I'm telling y'all, because I'm telling y'all, you're gonna hear a pin drop, bro. They want to see this battle.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, Will went first.
Will was fire. Oh my God.
And when I listened to his voice projection over that crowd last night, I was like, we're good with this battle.
Oh,
without the mic.
100%.
I was like, because I know Hitman can project. So once I heard Will, I was just like, oh, we're good.
even with the reactions and everything.
With the 100% with the reaction, I was like, we're straight. 11 for 11 time. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Let's go.
2 questions I got for you is 2 bars from Hitman. This is who found.
Oh my God.
He
had a lot of them legendary. But go ahead.
With these 2. I got
I'm only outside the J Black one. I'm only outside because
not that
the
one.
budget.
I got a Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's one of them.
That's cool
That's
too.
definitely one of them.
My 2, because I want to get your exact opinion on it. Hall of Fame career on multiple leagues.
Fire.
Oh my God.
And the second one is I'm the only GOAT tier without having a GOAT tier on my resume.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Those were 2, yeah.
Not only are they hard-hitting bars,
There's 3 because
you know what you gotta hate about Hitman?
He's right. Like,
Yo.
He's right.
You gotta hate that about him. I know some
He
of
get the
his
stun in an ill different way.
I know some of his peers might be like, yo, I hate him, because that's one thing about his character and his personality too. He's not. Hitman don't lie. The only thing you can really catch him on is like an incorrect opinion.
Yeah.
He's not a liar.
Yeah.
So when he says that stuff, it's like researchable and like it really is the truth. And it's like also as an artist, he's saying things. It's like I didn't even think of that. 2 Hall of Fame careers on multiple leagues.
It's crazy.
It's just like, oh,
it's crazy.
Because when you think about it, it's like, oh shit, it's true. What's the other one?
The other one was the I'm the only one. I'm GOAT tier without having to go
GOAT
to my
tier.
resume.
Yo,
On my resume.
honestly,
It's crazy.
You
honestly,
have to think about it real quick.
yo, salute to Mook and Lux. Infinite respect for who those brothers are, right? But without battling each other, like that gives you, like Verb takes a jump up when he battles Mook, right? He takes a jump up when he battles Lux.
Yep,
Because
yep,
like,
yep.
if you guys thought,
He's automatic super solidified now. There's nothing you can say.
okay, so I'm not making this up.
Yeah. Facts.
When you got Lux and Mook like this, and then you look at like let's say a Verb and people go like this. Once he battles them, it's either this or this, either one.
Yep.
We're on the same island now.
I'm God tier now.
Yeah, right. And for Hitman to get into this spot, and he didn't have to go through one of those guys.
Crazy.
That's an accolade within itself.
In itself, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, 100%. 100%. Even Hollow, when he battles Lux, he gets into that.
He gets in, yeah. He's
You know what I'm saying? So that I thought that was amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like you said with the Champion of the Year thing, you know what I'm saying? The budget's not big. You know what I mean? The budget ain't just.
I never thought of it like that too. When he said,
like y'all pay me, I'll give you a Champion of the Year.
It's like, yo, Holla, you don't battle enough. You can't win Champion of the Year. You don't battle enough. You know what I'm saying? That he had it to like, yo, they can't afford to pay me 10 times a year.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
Even if the quota's 4.
Yeah.
Can you get me out here 4 times this year?
Hey, is it feasible to get him out there?
Well, the reason why it is for me is because if Hitman's on the card, you're always gonna be in the green.
Okay, so
Fire.
You're always gonna be in the green. You don't lose money if Hitman's on the card.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been some of the biggest battle rappers in the game. I've lost money with them on the card.
Wow.
Big battle top tiers and there's been people you be like, what? It's just like, yeah. And some of that could be my fault. Like maybe I paid you too much. Like, nobody put a gun to my head to send that contract the same way you signed it.
Nah,
I was saying like, oh, you get paid $1 million, so I got to take responsibility for that too. You know what I'm saying? But nah, even if Holla's being overpaid, right? Just to make the point in the parallel, even if he's being overpaid,
still in green.
In green.
Fire.
In the green.
Jeez.
So for me, I could book him more, but that is the reason why he's not going to be able to pop up. Or because also, let's be real, how many leagues have the status, the platform, the following, the resume, and the finances to book a Summer Madness or Max Out or I Do What I Want, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really feel like there's only like 3 leagues right now that's going to be able to budget a Cassidy or a Hitman or a Mook or a Lux or let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that means that you're not going to see them as much, because what if I only have plans to work with Hitman twice based on what I'm doing this year? Right? That doesn't mean like, all right, so if you got 2 with ARP, you got 1 with Chrome, you got 1 with 2 with URL. Now you got 5 huge battles. If you win them all against big opponents, Champion of the Year.
100%.
Conversation.
100%.
But everybody's got so.
Ill Will, what you thought about just, you know, like a conversation I had with Ill Will too is like, man, you're one of the people that you never had to say it, but everybody's saying you're one of the best, if not the best in the world.
There's 3 conversations around that over like the last year and a half-ish. Nitty gets it, he deserves it.
Salute to Nitty.
Nitty gets it, he deserves it. Keep it 1,000. Nitty deserves it a lot as well, because the fans say it and his peers say it for him.
Nitty never says it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that thing of like creating your own name.
That's crazy, and they both on Team Hami, but yeah, continue.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. And Easy, of course.
Yes.
Now, here's what I want to say about Easy. Easy deserves to be in the conversation for that as well.
Facts.
Because he's showing his
100%.
talent is crazy. But Easy is campaigning himself best battle rapper in the world.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's true.
Now, of course, I think a lot of fans.
And people agree with it. And
That's what I'm about to say.
Yep.
I think a lot of fans will still agree with it, but what I'm trying to say is there's an element of him also creating that.
Facts.
As he should. As he should, especially
Because he also created the conversation too. Once he said it, the conversation became this. Who really is the best
That's
in the
what I'm
world?
saying.
Yeah.
Will is also now a little bit more like Nitty. He's not walking around saying that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Like
Humble king.
And one of the differences from both of those two guys with Will is a league owner that's also saying it.
Yes.
Now, a league owner has a different perspective than the fans. Because the league owner gets to incorporate what it's like to work with you, what it's like to watch your numbers come back. You know what I'm saying? What it's like to be able to depend on you. What it's like to see how you perform under pressurized situations. Like, the fans don't know if Ill Will is fresh out on bail. I'm just making shit up. Fresh out on bail. Or if he's fresh off of a funeral. Or he just lost somebody.
Dealing with something personal in his
The
life.
fans don't know that.
Got you.
The league owner knows that. The league owner knows when Big K is sick. You know what I'm saying? And he still pulls himself through to do the clone battle or something like that. The league owners the fans don't know that when Big K shows up to that Iron Solomon battle on the Mook and Vert card in 2018, and he has some stumbles, and it's not the greatest performance. They don't know the family crisis that he's going through behind the scenes. I do.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why for somebody like me, I feel like, now you're on the next card. You know what I mean? But I even get to know how good you did, despite what you got going on. And to know like the stuff behind Will, like, yo, he's just out of this world. I really be knowing like, oh nah, he didn't write this since last night. I really be knowing that shit. You know what I'm saying? For somebody like Will, I'm like, nah, he's the best. So I know it's all opinion though. It's all opinion. I have my reasons why I feel like Ill Will is the best battle rapper in the world. You can argue Nitty, you can argue Easy, and you can't be mad at any of those three. Can't be mad.
Overall, how'd you look at this battle? How'd you grade it? What do you call it?
In the building of classic. Will was one of the people voted for Performer of the Night.
Facts.
So, and you get one of the best. So if you get somebody gets voted Performer of the Night, and you get Hitman, who's had this legendary career, and it's one of his best performances, and God knows how long. Like, look, what's that product then? You know what I'm saying? That product is a classic battle.